Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Gallagher.
And I am still another Mark Gallagher. And today
Oh,
I'm going to do something a little bit different rather than this. I'm going to do some dining doggerels. So it's sort of rhyming stuff having to do with some tips on cooking. So it's rather long, but I'll go plow through it. So people always ask about the this and that tips for cooking. So here's some thoughts culled after carefully looking. There'll be do's and don'ts, ideas for the best tools, understand the one's culinary creativity rules. Parmesan rinds, uh, most raw nuts and unsalted butter. Put all in the freezer, not with room temperature clutter. Tomatoes, fresh garlic, and stone fruits never get chilled, while citrus, apples, and corn in the cold are dutifully fulfilled. The Orioles, grapeseed, veg, or peanut will take lots of heat, but pan, egg, or stir frying, they're necessary and neat. Olive oil is next on the list for sauteed veggies or fish without fret, and then mixed with 2 to 3 to 1 with an acid for your best vinaigrette. There's always the question of how to boil the ubiquitous egg. Put it in boiling oil for 10 minutes, then to ice water is the reg. And at what internal temperature are most meats done? First, go buy a digital thermometer if you don't have one. Then probe to your delight, and 130 degrees is perfectly rare. Set 125 for medium, and after that, who's going to care? Poultry is a little different, and all parts are done at 165 degrees. Bake bread about 190 and frying 350 will crisply please. Other things to be always at hand include good syrups and extract, plus plenty of unbleached flour, knowing that in baking, measuring is exact. The cleaning of salad greens is a constant meal preparation stick. Tail leaves from the thick stems. Massaging ice water will do the trick. But don't dump, transfer them by lifting to colander, then to salad spinner. Mix with other herbs, crunchies, and cheeses, create a culinary winner. If nuts are your fancy, then toast them to enhance their internal flavor. To a 350-degree oven, about 10 minutes for the nutty fragrance we all savor. Chef tongs are a must for all kinds of jobs, including or outside of cooking. In my house, they're all over the place, handy for when one I am looking. To pick up all things, whether hot or cold, large, small, slippery or small, saving constant bending if you have a bad back or are prone to fall. Sharp knives, quality pots and pans, and highly technical machines will heighten your mastery of the world's most interesting cuisines. Let all these intriguing ingredients tell you what they're all about. Basically, putting good flavor in results in good flavor out. Great family and friends, quality libations can enhance the scene, but careful preparation and proper attitude makes the scene serene.
all right.
And that next to last line, it says, quality libations can enhance the scene. There's a entree in for you.
Yes, I would imagine. Since we're talking technique today, I wanted to talk about making simple syrup. It's farcical to me that people go to the supermarket and buy the stuff. A like bag of sugar this big is about $2.50, and people will, go and pay $6 for something that's the size of like a small Perrier. It's ridiculous. All you need to do to make simple syrup is sugar and water. And the classic ratio is 1 to 1. Once you kind of get a hang of making syrups, you just kind of do it to taste. But I like more of like a 1.5 sugar to 1 parts water. So this is a simple syrup, basic simple syrup, just granulated sugar and water. Once it melts together, it is not going to come apart. And that's a great indispensable cocktail ingredient. And, if you don't pay your water bill, one of the ingredients is free. So
Well, the other big thing you can use simple syrup for, Marky, are great desserts like poached pears.
absolutely.
You pick pears and you braise them in simple syrup. And there are many other fruits that get enhanced in simple syrup as well. And then you can serve them with a sauce or, encased them in chocolate or whatever.
You know,
So something that can be handy to always have around.
yep, your Baba O rum.
There you go. Sure.
So this guy is going to be a dark simple syrup, and you would make this with demerara or turbinado sugar. Exact same method. I do like the 1.5 sugar to 1 part water. And this is great for whiskey drinks. This has kind of become the new classical old fashioned ingredient. Back when I started bartending, speaking of simple syrup, to make margaritas, we had this sweet and sour mix that I think came in the exact same container as the dishwashing liquid. And you just had to be careful that you didn't mix them up. And of course, old fashions were, the muddled maraschinos, orange slices, etc. But these days, the fashion has changed. So your sort of classic old fashioned is just your whiskey, a little bit of your demerara, and then about 3 shakes of your Angostura usually. And then finally, this is a specialty syrup. The beautiful thing about making cocktail syrups is you can pretty much add anything to them. In this case, I cooked down the sugar and about a half a jar of marmalade, and then added my cranberries to it. You do hit snags when experimenting with really any kind of cooking. In this case, the cranberries did their magic and coagulated overnight, so it was kind of like a light jelly the next day. But I just added some hot water, stirred it up, and it was absolutely fine. You can see it's still kind of viscous, but not in a bad way. And it's a great vehicle for flavors. And you play it off, whatever acid or citrus, and you get that great sweet sour combination made naturally. So if you have any parts of the poem you didn't catch, give it another listen, and we can certainly send you a copy. It's one of my favorites of my dad's. It's a lot of technique packed into a small package there. But in any case, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
And y'all have a great day.
Thank you. And it's snowing like heck, as I told you. So I go inside and comfortable and warm, so it's fine.